24-7 Lewis Central. Late in the half, defense stacks the box. Surprise, it's another QB draw. Max Duggan breaking ankles, crossing the goal line for a touchdown. Teach me how to Duggan. His 4th rushing TD. Duggan accounts for 5 on the night. Titans up 38-7 at the break. Preston Lauterbach gets with the trend at 174. The super soft stacks his man like a bunch of red Solo cups. It wasn't a picture-perfect win for Iowa Western, but the Reapers pull out the victory, 26-19. Alex Peacock with the block. Pat Dimpley on the fast break. Behind the back. With some sauce on the layup. 35-24, still black and red. Ida trying to close the gap. Andre Harris knocks down the 3. Northeast up 36-27 at the break.
He brings it all the way back for a massive pick 6. Not to be outdone, Smith Marset gets loose again on the ensuing kickoff from his own 5-yard line. He reverses and crosses the entire field. No one can take him down. A massive kickoff return score that would last until halftime, 24-10. So what did Scott Frost say in the locker room? The Huskers come out looking like a brand new team. Freshman quarterback Luke McCaffrey takes it to the air while on the run and delivers the ball right into the wide open arms of J.D. Spielman. Huskers are now only down by 1. Make that none. Wyatt Mazur runs it up the middle with seconds left in the 3rd quarter, scoring his first touchdown of the season, and that score makes it a tie game. Nebraska's defense keeps the Hawkeyes scoreless until the final seconds of the game. Iowa kicker Keith Duncan ends it. Final score, Iowa 27, Nebraska 24.
And during halftime, a Nebraska farmer who lost his life during this year's historic flooding was immortalized as a hero. His name is now inscribed on the Hy-Vee Heroes Game trophy. James Wilkie was asked by authorities to help a stranded driver. He didn't hesitate to climb into his tractor and went to help out that stranger, but as Wilkie crossed a flooded bridge, that bridge gave out and he was swept away.
Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Brandon Tvrdy. In the last few years, concussions have been a big topic of concern in the sport of football. Now, just because Iowa Western had a handful of wrestlers out tonight doesn't mean they're not going to come prepared and ready for the national qualifiers in Iowa Falls. It's the only professional haunted house in Council Bluffs. Madness Haunted House at the Mall of the Bluffs has been giving scares since 2015 and continues to grow in creepiness each year. Now, Tees isn't the only establishment with the doors open on a Saturday afternoon. A variety of bars on the 100 block, livestock, a carnival, figure 8 races, and more. There isn't anything quite like a county fair. People from all over Southwest Iowa gather at West Fair. From big to small, black to red, long or short range, all types of firearms are on display at a local gun show. So how's that work exactly? Are you like going around in a little van or something like that and going up to people's houses?
A little bit of both. So we have some of our staff members and we have some great volunteers who have done it for many years.
Can you kind of maybe give us a little bit more of an idea what people can see?
Well, now of course it really depends on what the wind is like. I mean, sometimes there's too little wind and sometimes there's too much.
So you guys have a lot of events coming up within the next month, and a lot of them, or at least a couple of them, involve Valentine's Day. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and that's pretty impressive, and and I can transition into this then, like how much does that mean to you that there's so many people out there willing to support her cause?
Well, I feel that the fitness studio that we work out, we're like family.
And I'll make sure I shave because after I shave, I look like I'm 12, so I can get in for free.
Oh, that's, yeah, I'm sure we'll let you in there for free.
I guess the more important question is, will you be able to hook me up with some burgers?
I will. Yep. You come to that concession stand, we'll hook you up.
Awesome. Now, I know you said you didn't want me to ask this, but I have to ask, since it's TJ versus AL, who do you have for that game? You know, you got Lanny Herzog, you got Cameron Baker, great running games. Who do you got?
They're great athletes, great kids.
Well, appreciate you coming, along with you, Buster. Really appreciate it. I'll give you a fist pound there.
And Buster's up, he's up for adoption, so.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Up for adoption, get him. He's a loving dog. You have a police officer sticker for me?
I do not. I worked nights for a long time. I do have a lot of stickers in my office.
Okay.
And actually, we have new stickers that look like our Council Bluffs Police Department patch.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
It's a heavy load, but it's worth it.
Well, it's fantastic.
Wednesday, November 9th. Nicole Uronic and her kids drop off a variety of books for the inmates inside the Potawatomi County Jail on a chilly day.
They need these books. They need.
It's an intense and scary night. But it's also a good time.
I think it's so cool.
Friday, October 13th. Locals gather at Madness Haunted House to experience what the House of Terror has to offer on the creepy day.
We knew Friday the 13th was going to be a big one, especially since it fell in October.
It's an event made for the community.
It's been wildly popular and lots of good times.
And the gathering offers plenty of fun. A block party takes over the 100 block on Saturday, September 2nd.
He should have called the cops right then and there, but instead he did not. He chose to throw her body in the river.
Prosecutors gave him a deal, plead guilty to second-degree murder, and he won't face a first-degree murder trial, which would mean a possibility of a death sentence or life in prison. There is still a chance Norton could get life in prison.
My hope and everything is in the judge will make the right decision and give him life in prison. I don't want him dead, you know, I'm not like that. I want him to always remember what he did and never forget Jennifer's face.
Because no one else in the family ever will either.
Very hard for me. My 7-year-old twins ask where their Aunt Jen is when they couldn't find her in the river and it was raided, and they go, "Mom, Aunt Jen's in the river."
Former Husker legend and 2001 Heisman winner Eric Crouch dropped by the Ronald McDonald House today. He was there to help kick off the Big Red Friday event. Husker flags will go on sale next week to help support the Ronald McDonald House.
College teams face off at the Papillion Landing for the Midwest Regional Championships. Quidditch is mixed with many different elements from sports like soccer, rugby, and more. The game has just one period that typically goes for 20 minutes. The team with the most points win.
It's been phenomenal to see it grow. We first started playing in 2005, and so just over the past 14 years, the development of the sport has been incredible. And we're so excited to be here. This facility is absolutely gorgeous, and we're going to be here next year as well. So we're excited to build on the success we're having this weekend.
The Midwest Regionals gave a chance for qualifying teams to get a bid to the Nationals in Charleston, West Virginia. Volunteers got together to help prepare and transplant trees. The next project is to plant trees at Coal Creek. It is the first phase of a reforestation project that is planned to go citywide after they finish up Coal Creek. One man says planting trees at the creek could make a big impact.
This is a project that is not for the short term, but for the long term on reforesting Omaha. It both captures carbon and it produces oxygen, and it beautifies the neighborhoods. And we really want to have an attempt to just develop these like mini parks.
You can get
here together for one reason, that's for baseball.
It's incredible. It's the College World Series. I feel like that speaks for itself.
I like the atmosphere of it. Everybody's real pumped up about it, so it's not just who's there. It's kind of like the whole Omaha area is just real pumped up for it.
I think Omaha, the city of Omaha, is a literal baseball town, in my opinion. So I think the fans are what make Omaha and the College World Series such a great experience for all the players.
When I see really good baseball, it's like magic to me. It's just like incredible watching those guys play.
To see like how the strengths and the disadvantages of like being professional and having a little bit less ability.
Just take it all in. As like a player that I am, I'm going to be taking everything in, just enjoying it as much as I possibly can. And you know, I think the fans can do that too.
Just have fun. You know, everyone else is there to have a good time. So you know, no one's rude or nasty to you. We're all Midwesterners having a great time. So that's all it's all about.
Be safe, take care of each other, and bring your own bats. I hear that's important.
We're at Husker Heroes today.
We have so many different types of events going on and all like different activities, and it comes with all the different athletes here. And I think that that's why it's so cool, is that different kids with different abilities can try all these different sports and still have an amazing time.
I think it's just a really awesome time for these kids to get to meet their heroes that they watch on TV all the time.
And our son has autism, so being around the crowd sometimes is hard for him, but he has the chance to go and interact with the student athletes here at Nebraska.
Their disabilities are not stopping them. They're having a great time here. So yeah, I think it's an amazing opportunity for all the athletes to really like focus in and grow from it.
Do you like the football field?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, I love the football field too. It's very cool. This is amazing that they do this. It's very fun.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dorothy. Happy birthday to you.
We're celebrating her 100th birthday today.
Happy birthday!
We did a family fun night for all of our employees, their spouses, kids, and so we can have a celebration of life.
I just can't hardly talk about it. It's just so unbelievable that so many people would come out just to welcome me for my 100th birthday.
I had to make this trip because we're at a point of our lives where neither of us is going to be able to travel very much. And I just wanted her to see her children, my children, and her grandkids.
Her spirit of perseverance is something I think we should all grasp on and take on to. Even a very small, frail, 100-year-old person has that perseverance. And I think we've lost a lot of that in our world today.
She loves her family, and she's always interested in all the children and leading a good religious life and trying to help others.
If it hadn't for all these people who have been helping me, they wouldn't even be here tonight. So I thank them, and I thank God there are people who are willing to help those who need help. I appreciate everybody that's done whatever they did for me, and whatever comes, I just take it as it comes.